Hi everybody, it's me, Susan Tisdale, author, storyteller, Cheeky Bench. It's been a very long day, but I'm starting to get bombarded with some questions regarding the Amazon review policy, ARC reviews, gifting books, etc., etc. So I needed to set the record straight. Okay, it used to be that we could send out 100, 200 ARC copies, that's an advanced reader copy of a book, to our advanced reviewer team. We would send out free books, and they agreed that they would leave a review, an honest review, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever, within the first week of the book going live. There was not a problem with that. We all did it. And sometimes there were a few, not all, there were a few readers who kept coming back and being on the advanced review teams and getting a free book and never leaving a review. Well, after you've done that 5 or 6 times, we take you off that review team, because the whole purpose of an advanced review team is to help get reviews for your book. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent, whatever. And there was nothing wrong with that. Well, what happened was we had an author who would send out 4,000 ARC copies. That's 4,000. 4,000 advanced review copies to readers. So when the book would go live, he would have, let's say, 3,000 reviews within that first week because of all those advanced reviews he sent out. Additionally, he was requiring that his readers also download the book in KU and flip through the end. Now, this is a book stuffer, okay? This is not what I call a legitimate author. This was one of the book stuffers. He would send out 4,000 ARC copies and then have his readers download the book in KU and flip to the end so that he would get paid for those 3,000 pages. If it's a 3,000 page book, it's worth $14. That's what he would get for 3,000 for a 3,000 page book. Anyway, so Amazon, people over the last 6 months have started to see their reviews just disappearing on Amazon. And there was no rhyme, no reason, no sense to it. It would just be suddenly all their reviews are gone and they would have to fight with Amazon. Listen, I have been a reader for X number of years. I have been on this review team. I have purchased these books, yada, yada, yada. So they had a hell of a time battling with Amazon to get the reviews back. Well, with the people like the aforementioned author, the book stuffer, Amazon had to change their rules for advanced reader copies. So now we can only have 5 advanced reader copy reviews, meaning I received a copy of this book in exchange for a free honest review. We are only allowed 5 per week at Amazon. 5. And that was because of these book stuffers doing what they do, sending out 4,000 ARC copies. So when Amazon changed that rule, some people skirted around it by buying either gift cards or gifting the books. Now, Amazon doesn't care if you gift a book. What Amazon does care about is that you're gifting 4,000 books. Okay, that's still against Amazon's terms of service, because that number of gifted books on one book will play with the algorithms, and it's just unfair, and it will shoot that author up in the rankings. So all of those were just practices that were against Amazon's terms of service. So now we have had to tell our readers, and we don't like doing this, we have had to tell our readers that if you want your review at Amazon to be verified, a verified purchase review, so that you don't have to worry about Amazon removing it, because we all know they do that, then you personally have to buy the book. We can't buy those books for you. I can't buy 300-400 copies of a book and just or 300-400 gift cards and give it to you so that you can go purchase the book and leave the review. Can't do that. I can't buy 3, 4, 500 copies of a book and get a link for each of those copies and email them to you. That is against Amazon's terms of service. The legitimate authors, we have absolutely no control over this, none whatsoever. Nobody is being removed from any advanced review teams. As far as I know, nobody is being blacklisted. That seems to be the big key word for the evening is, this author is blacklisting us because she wants us to buy the book, so it'll be a verified purchase. It's a complete misunderstanding. That's not what any of us are saying. What we are saying is that as a reader, if you want your review to be a verified purchase so that you don't have to worry about Amazon taking your reviews down, again, they've been doing it for 6 months, up to a year as far as I know, then you personally have to purchase it. I can't purchase the book and give it to you. I just can't do it, okay? Because it's unethical, number one, and number two, it's against Amazon's terms of service. If we can gift books, that's okay. I can go to any one of my book pages and send it as a gift. I can do 2 or 3 of those. That's okay. But what we no longer, or what we have never been able to do, is to buy 2 or 3 or 4 or 500 copies of a book. So we've had to change the way our advanced review teams work. There's just no other way around it that is legal or in line with Amazon's terms of service. I really hope this is making sense. Yes, these scammers are really making it very, very difficult for the legitimate authors who aren't stuffing their books. It's just ridiculous. Michael Barnett said I lost a lot of review sites because of Amazon's I lost it. I'm so sorry. So yeah, Amazon should be rewarding honest authors, but it's kind of hard to sometimes know who's playing legitimately, who's playing by the rules, and who isn't. So let me reiterate, no one is being blacklisted. I'm not blacklisting anybody. None of my author friends are blacklisting anybody. That is simply not the case, okay? We can't. It is illegal for us, Amazon terms of service illegal, for us to gift 200 copies of a book. We just can't do that. That is against the rules. We just can't. And we're only allowed 5 advanced review copy reviews, advanced reader copy reviews per week, only 5. So I can't send out my normal 100 copies of a book for beta readers or my advanced review team because, do the math. It will take us forever for you all to get your reviews up there. I can gift you a book. I love giving away copies of my books, but I cannot purchase, and I'm not saying everybody has to purchase my book. I'm not saying that. So let's make that abundantly clear. What we are saying to reviewers is if you want that review to be a verified purchase so that it does not disappear on Amazon, you have to buy the book. Any book. Doesn't matter if it's mine or anybody's. You have to actually purchase it. So how does that verified review works for KU? Michelle, I'm still trying to figure that one out. I believe, and I could be wrong, I'm still waiting for a phone call back from my rep on this. If you have downloaded the book in KU, then it's a verified purchase. I could be wrong. I'm waiting for some clarification on that. You never knew what an ARC even meant. Thought you had to buy the book to review. Learn something new every day. Well, previously, up until the last week or two, you could leave a review if you received a book in exchange for that review. You had to put that in your actual review. I received a free copy of this book in exchange for an honest review. There was never, ever anything wrong with that. We all did it. We did it all the time. Sometimes I would do 50 ARC reviews, or I might do 100. I think one time I did 175. Okay? And there was nothing wrong with that. But because of the book stuffers and the book scammers, they screwed it up for everybody. So, because they were, again, buying 4,000 either gift cards or 4,000 copies, because you can go to a book and say, I'd like to, give it as a gift. They were doing it. They were having their virtual assistants do it. They were having friends do it, readers do it. Everybody would buy a couple hundred of these books and then give them away with a link. Okay, that's very important. So, and then the reader would click on that and they would read the book and then they would leave their review. Well, Amazon has put a complete and total 100% stop to that. So now you can only have 5 reviews a week, ARC reviews a week. And I've never, ever, thank you, Carmen, for always buying the book anyway, because that's how you make your money and feed your families. Exactly. And I've never, ever, ever asked any of my readers or any of my review team or anybody in my private groups to buy my book. Okay? Never have I asked them to do that. I have never said, okay, I'm going to give you a free copy of this book, but you also have to buy it. Okay? Never done that. I've never said, here's your free copy. You need to purchase it and download it in KU and flip to the end. Well, my books aren't in KU. Yeah, that would be 20 weeks. Thank you, Lee. So, so that's where we're at with that. Okay? So there is no blacklisting going on by me or any of my author friends, legitimate authors. Any author who says, if you want to be on my advanced review team, you have to purchase the book or I'm kicking you off the team. That's a little, I think that's a little, I don't agree with that practice. That's all I'm going to say is I don't agree with that practice. Because I would never, ever ask, I've been poor. People, I know what it's like to add 2 cans of water to a can of chicken soup to feed 4 people. And if we had crackers, we were eating high on the hog. I am not joking about that. I know what it's like to not have 2 freaking nickels to rub together. I know what it's like to have to rummage through the sofa for loose change to buy a 7-Up for a sick kid. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. I know what that's like. I have been blessed in my career. I have. It is. I sometimes I think to myself, I must have done something right in a previous life to be blessed the way I am in this life. So I understand that. So that's why I've never had a problem giving away free books. But I can't afford, seriously, to give away 5,000 copies. We can't do that, and I can't afford to buy 4,000 copies. I probably could, but again, it's against Amazon's terms of service, and I'm just not going to do that. So we love our readers, we respect our readers, we value our readers. So just know from my heart that I appreciate everything you do for us. I am so thankful that you do buy my books, or that you do read them from the library, or that you get my audiobooks. I am and will always and forever be eternally grateful to each and every one of my readers. So if y'all hear any nasty rumors that I have blacklisted you or one of my reader friends or author friends has blacklisted you, that is not the case, okay? If you have questions, please, if someone says, you know, I heard so-and-so author was blacklisting people and throwing them off their advanced review team because they wouldn't buy the book, I urge you, I beg you, reach out to that author and say, hey, this is what I heard. Can you clarify for me? Okay. Now, if those words are coming from the actual author, then I don't know what, I know what I'd like to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to start my own shitstorm. But just know me, that I would never do that. And, I'm sorry for any confusion that these new rules at Amazon have caused regarding ARC reviews and gifting books and buying gift cards. You know, here's a $5 gift card, but you have to purchase my book and leave a review. You can't do that. That is against Amazon's terms of service, okay? Because you are, in effect, buying the review. Doesn't matter if it's a good, bad, or ugly review, you are buying the review, and that's against the terms of service. Okay, what's this say? I'm trying to read. This is going so fast. I've got so many people on here and I can't keep up. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's a little shady. Yeah, I don't feel comfortable. Good, Kelly. No, you shouldn't feel comfortable with that. If your gut is telling you, people, that something's wrong or that you shouldn't do something, you need to listen to it. Yeah, I tear up too a little when an ARC reviewer also buys the books. Right, Bella? That is just so sweet. I've had so many of my advanced reviewer teams say, you know, I love this book and I went ahead and bought it. It's like, why would I just gave you a free copy? Thank you. I appreciate that. But that is definitely not a requirement, and that just it does. It just makes me feel even more grateful and even more blessed. Let's see. Bloggers have been told that they can't get an advanced review unless they show proof of purchase. Wow, I didn't know that. What is going on in the, Kimmy, that is such a good question. What is going on in the world of authors? First, the crazy Copygate, now the craziness with dishonesty and reviews and ARCs and everything. It's all finally coming to a head. It just really is, and we're no longer afraid to speak out and explain situations to our readers and to our other author friends. So, so I personally am doing away with my advanced reader review team because I will still give free books out to people I adore, people I love, and to my readers. I will still do that. Don't anybody panic. I have a list of very loyal readers who will still continue to get free books from me. But it will never ever in the future be in exchange for a review, simply because of everything that's going on at Amazon and the book stuffers. Can you imagine? Okay, let's do some math here, folks. They send out 4,000 advanced review copies, okay? Or they have bought 4,000 copies of the book. If it's a 99-cent book, it's not that much money because the book is padded, the book is stuffed, it's 3,000 pages long. Their readers flip, they don't read the book, they just flip to the end so that the author gets their pages read. So $14 for a $3,000 book, because you get paid per page read. So the more pages, the more you get paid, right? So a 3,000 page book is worth approximately $14. Multiply that by 4,000, and that book stuffer has just made a bare minimum $56,000 on that one book. One book, and that's just off of 4,000 readers. So you see why we're upset? So, and that doesn't include their loyal reader base, because they do have a loyal reader base. But if that one author is also writing under, let's just say five pen names, and they're putting out a book every 6 weeks, probably, and I have no proof to prove this, but they're probably using ghostwriters, or they're recycling books to pad the end. So you have $56,000 on one book, okay? But you've got 5 pen names you write under, and you're doing the same scam under all those pen names. That is $280,000 off of 5 books. One author, one stuffer, I refuse to call them authors anymore, one stuffer writing under 5 pen names, okay, has made $280,000 off of 5 books. Plus, because they're in KU, they get the KU All-Star bonus. And because they've got all these pages read, it bumps them up in the rankings. So all you're going to see is these book stuffers. The rest of us, who are legitimate authors, who write, you know, books that are 300, 400, 500, 600 pages long, because, you know, like Catherine Levesque and I write really big books. So we've got our 400-page books. We can't compete with these book stuffers. We keep getting suppressed and suppressed and suppressed and suppressed because we're doing it legitimately, while the book stuffers are screwing over everybody, raking in money, hand over fist, every month. Life is not fair, but it should at least be equitable. So that's why we are so upset. It is, isn't it, Ray? I don't know how to say your name. Raisa? Yeah, it is a good feeling when you gift somebody a book for a review and then they still buy it. I think that's awesome. There was a glitch that was causing problems with the reviews on new books, but it wasn't. I can't keep up with the comments. I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you win a gift card from an author in a takeover, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. A gift card, a couple of gift cards, that's okay. That is perfectly acceptable. What's not acceptable is 2, 3, 4, 500 gift cards or 4,000. That's what's not acceptable. Oh, okay. So Sharon says there was a book that was released yesterday. It has 29 reviews and only 5 are verified. That proves that Amazon's not currently starting large numbers of ARC reviews. Very interesting. Sharon, there's still, however, is a very strong possibility that they will pull those reviews eventually. I don't know. Amazon is just, I don't know what the hell's going on over there. I really don't. So anyway, I love you all. I think you're all amazing. I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, just let me know and I will try to explain it in as best as I can. But I love you all. I think you're amazing, and we are all in this together, and we all want what's right. Again, life's not fair, but it should be equitable. So I love you all. I hope you have an awesome, awesome night, and stay cool. Okay? Bye-bye, everybody.